Today, we're making some pig shots. So these pig shots are one of my favorite game day appetizers. I've been making them for a few years now. It's something that's kind of new for a lot of the people at these tailgates I'm going to, but it's something that always catches people off guard with how good it is. It's not too terribly hard to make. It's more prep work than anything. Now we're gonna be making these in the oven today. I really would recommend using a smoker if you have one. I know not everybody has that, but it does add another level of flavor that I really enjoy. But we've got the smoked sausage and the applewood smoked bacon here that still gives you a little hint of that smoke. But either way, it's still gonna be great, so let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with this smoked sausage here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be cutting it up into little pieces that are gonna act as the base for the pig shot. We've got about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch size piece of sausage here, and that's gonna serve as the base. And you wanna try to keep these uniform. That's gonna help it cook a little bit more evenly. Set that to the side, let's grab some bacon here. I'm gonna cut our bacon slices into half, and what you're gonna need is a toothpick. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our foundation, the base layer, this sausage, we're gonna lay it right there on a piece of the bacon. Keep it on the edge there of the bacon. We're gonna slowly roll it so that it covers the entire thing. You wanna kinda keep it tight so it holds its shape together. Now we're gonna take a toothpick and secure it into place, just like I said. Now it's not going anywhere like that. Now this little hole here is gonna serve as the reservoir for our filling. But before we make that filling, we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of our sausage here. I'm not doing a ton today, but I would, depending on how many people you have for the game day, get a pack of bacon, a couple sausages, and you can do a lot of these really quickly. Now it could be easier, depending on how thick your bacon is, to set that down and then kind of wrap it. But if you don't have thick bacon like this, it's kind of hard to do. It doesn't really sit up on itself. So just find what works best for you and get in a groove, and then you can start doing a lot of them pretty quickly. Just be sure to push it down, the sausage down to the bottom, so you have plenty of room for that filling. So I've seen a lot of people do these several different ways, and this is something where you can really experiment with the flavor profile. For this, we're gonna be keeping it really simple. We're gonna go with some Kobe Jack cheese and some cream cheese. Now, you could add a sweet filling with like some apples or something like that. You can go with a jalapeno popper filling. And for us, I do like to take a little slice of jalapeno on top at the very end, and we'll show you that when we get there. But I want to keep it simple, and if you want to, feel free to experiment with this with different flavor profiles here. But you can mix this up if you want to into a container, but I've just found that this works just as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Kobe Jack cheese and just take a little bit to each one and kind of stuff it in there. Now that I've got a little bit on top of each one, I'll just kind of make sure it goes all the way in there and get it nice and tight. Now, I do recommend working with cold cream cheese. Even put it in the freezer for a minute or two before you start working with it. That way it's easier to cut. Like I said, you can put this into like a piping bag and do that, but this is easier for me. If you have it cold, just cut it and then just kind of tear off little chunks. This is all gonna melt. So I'll take something like that, stuff it right in there. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. We've got the sausage and the bacon forming this little shell. We've got stuffed with some cheese and some cream cheese. Now, I think it's really nice to have a little balance of sweet and heat. So what I like to do is I'll take our Grove pork rub, which is a sweeter barbecue rub, and I'll kind of sprinkle all around the edges and around the top. It's also gonna give it really good color and a lot of great flavor. So now that we've got it rubbed down, that's our sweet element here. Now to add a little heat, I like to add just a little thinly sliced jalapeno. It's also gonna give it another pop of color. So I'll just take it and cut a circle out of it real nice and thin. You also have to remember, we want this to be one bite. Now for me, that's fine. For my wife, she usually cuts them in half. But if you do something like that, you don't wanna add too thick of a jalapeno because we're gonna get it to where it's too much of a bite. This is gonna add a little element of heat, and it's gonna look really pretty. And we know that sight is one of the senses that really helps with flavor of a dish. I'm all for making something look as nice as it can, and this certainly helps with that. So a few things to think about here before we put this into the oven. Your cook time is gonna really depend on how thick your bacon is. You're really cooking this until that bacon's at the texture you like it. So for some people, if you like bacon more crispy, that's fine. You're gonna cook it a little bit longer. I've seen it where we've had some thinner bacon, it takes 30 minutes. I've seen it where it takes an hour and 15, 20 minutes. Now, one thing to watch out for is that sausage on the bottom. If you cook it for way too long, that's gonna turn into just a brick. It's gonna be overcooked and kind of just rock solid. You really wanna watch out for that. So now we're gonna put this right into a 350-degree oven. If I'm doing this on the smoker, I might be a little bit lower, something like 325. You just have a little bit less consistency around the smoker, so you kind of wanna watch out with your heat sources and really know your smoker well if you're gonna be doing that. Look at what we got here. These are nice and done. The bacon is perfectly cooked. I'm gonna let these cool, but these look amazing. Now, I usually finish these with some maple syrup. Again, I like to have that sweet and that heat contrast, so topping it with some maple syrup really gives it a nice little finishing touch. But today I'm gonna hit it with this Thai chili honey. I really want some more heat on this when we use that sweeter rub. My buddy Chili Pepper Cooks sent me this, so I've been dying to try it out. I don't want a lot because I know it's got some Thai chili peppers in it. I know it's gonna add a lot of heat to it, so just a little bit will do. Now this looks amazing. I love these. I know they're gonna be delicious already. Cut in half here, you can kind of see a little cross section. You got so many different layers of flavor there with the sausage, the bacon, the cream cheese, the jalapeno, and that Thai chili honey. And again, play around with the filling combinations. It's a really good opportunity to try to get a few different flavors going on. This is the perfect tailgating snack. All right, let's give it a try here. It's got so much flavor. And what is really, really surprising me right now is I'm getting a lot of smoke. I made sure to get an Applewood smoked bacon. Obviously the smoked sausage helps. I'm getting way more smoke flavor than I ever would have thought by cooking in the oven. This is incredibly delicious. The full recipe can be found at crowfood.com, along with our rubs, merchandise, and dozens of other great recipes. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, thanks for watching.